stars. There must be like 10 of them.
10? I think there's more than 10.
20?
Oh, hey, good morning. I know it's nighttime for us, but it is morning for you guys. So I am so excited. Let's get up on our feet and get ready to worship. I have a couple of wonderful Christmas songs to worship today.
I'm pumped. I'm pumped.
Woo!
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven
don't you worry, even though we're in this starry night, we still get to have traditions time. So this is our second week in Isaiah. Let's say it all together. Here we go. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Isaiah 9:6. So I want you to continue practicing that verse, tuck it into your heart, and get ready for an amazing story time.
It's so late out, Miss Lori. I'm so tired.
I know,
but
this view is
incredible.
Unbelievable. So spectacular.
I really don't know that much about stars. Like I don't know constellations or anything, but I just love to look at them.
I know. It is so, a shooting star.
Oh, make a wish, make a wish.
Okay, all right. Oh, I hope that one comes true. It's a good one.
What'd you wish for?
I can't tell you, then it won't come true.
Well, that's no fun.
You know what? There are other people that were really searching the stars, but for a really important person.
What are you getting at?
So, you know, when Jesus was born.
Wait, are we talking about the wise men here?
Yes, we're talking about the wise men.
Okay, this is a good story.
It is. And, you know, you might think that the wise men were just following a star to follow the star, to try and figure out, like, what the spectacular star is.
Apparently the star just appeared out of nowhere. It wasn't a normal star, right? They were learned, wise, educated men who were able to, you know, track the stars and how they moved, find the constellations. So when this random star just appeared, they immediately knew something was different.
That's right.
So they started reading scriptures and books, pulling out scrolls, and that's how they found an old prophecy in the Old Testament of the Bible that said that star would guide them to the Son of God.
And so they were following that specific star to find the Son of God so that they could go and worship him. That's way better than just following a star.
Following it. How would you follow a star anyway? Because, you know, but somehow they knew this star would guide them in the right direction.
Yep.
And they weren't just, you know, trying to learn more about stars. They realized there's something more at stake here.
Much more important. And I believe, Caden, are you gonna whip up something for us at story time today?
All right, fine. I'll do some art.
Yay! I'm so excited.
So we can talk about the wise men and how they showed up.
And the important star that led them to the Son of God.
Let's do it.
We know that the wise men brought gifts for Jesus: gold, incense, and myrrh. 3 gifts, but the Bible doesn't say exactly how many wise men made the journey. The Bible also doesn't say how old Jesus was when they arrived. Many native plays have the wise men arriving to the stable. However, we read in Matthew 2:11, "On coming to the house, they saw the child with his mother Mary, and they bowed down and worshipped him." So, they weren't at a stable. They were at a house, and Jesus could have been a young child rather than a tiny baby when the wise men visited. The star was seen by the wise men who traveled from the east, and it guided them, going ahead of them until it stopped over the place that Jesus was born. The wise men sought after Jesus. They may have been following the star for a long time, but they didn't give up. In the same way, we too can seek Jesus. We don't need to follow a star to seek after him. We can pray, worship him, and read his word. James 4:8, "Come near to God, and he will come near to you."
So everyone, while we're going through this Christmas series, I want to remind you of a point that you guys are probably going to hear all the time, but we need to understand it. Presents aren't the most important thing about Christmas.
What?
You know, it's not about receiving. What is it about? It's about giving, right?
It is about giving.
It is about looking out for others. It is about seeking the way that Jesus gave his life for us, right?
Yes.
So the ultimate point we're trying to make here is that we're supposed to be seeking Jesus in our time right now.
Yeah.
So just kind of the way the wise men were seeking after Jesus by following the star.
That's right.
We can do it by looking after one another, reading our word as we continue to say, praying often.
Yes.
What are some other things that we usually try to seek after instead of Jesus?
Oh, we can seek after being popular. We can seek after
Money.
Money.
Or even just being smart. I'll seek after knowledge.
Yeah.
Right. So we got to be careful.
Yep.
There's a lot of things in this world that we want to seek out.
They get distractions, right? That we get caught up with, and we lose sight of how important it is to truly seek Jesus. And that's why we keep saying it over and over again, right?
Right.
That's right. And our second point for today is that, you know, when the shepherds were visited by the angel and they went and they saw Jesus, did they just keep that little secret to themselves?
No, they went out and started broadcasting it to the entire nation.
Right.
See, we focus on the wise men a lot because of how
Yes.
cool they are. We can't forget about the shepherds' contribution.
Yeah, because when they went and shared, it said that the people were amazed.
Yeah.
Yes.
They wanted to know more about this little baby that is
Right.
going to change the world.
And so during Christmas time, when we're celebrating with our families, should we just keep the story of Jesus just to ourselves?
No, we're supposed to be like the shepherds and continuing to tell others, right? And hopefully, I think the wise men probably did too.
I think that they did. And so remember, during this season, we can be sharing food and sharing gifts and our love to each other, but don't forget to share the story of Jesus's birth with others that you know. So important.
I love that.
Yeah. All right. Until next week, I think we may be talking about a manger next week.
The best part.
Yep. We're getting closer to Christmas. See you next week.